Exclusive interview this morning with DeAndre Hopkins' mother, Sabrina Greenlee. 22 years ago, she was assaulted by a woman who was dating the same man that she was. This woman boiled lye and bleach on the stove and threw it in Sabrina's face. How do you come to a place of forgiveness with these people who literally changed your life with a split decision that they didn't have to do?
Did not have to do. The biggest thing for me was understanding that I couldn't wake up every day with malice and hatred in my heart because that would trickle on to my children. I remember telling my children that what happened to me won't define where you go and who you are in life. And I remember just saying that over and over, like, you won't use me as an excuse. I take full responsibility for getting in this relationship with somebody who didn't care about my life. This won't be your story. And I just kept saying that. I didn't know how I was going to unravel it or dissect it, but I knew that I had to do something. And I think the first thing that I knew I had to do was get on the path of forgiveness. Now, understand, path of forgiveness. Forgiveness is not like a light bulb where you wake up and you turn it on and off. It's work. It's a lot of work. I didn't know how I was going to forgive these people. They had hurt me to my core. But then knowing that if I get on the path of it and I just stay the course, there has to be something on the other side better than what I'm going through now. And I began to, it's in my memoir, I began to pray for her. Didn't know what that looked like. I started a small prayer, and each week or so I would add on to it until I believed it. Now, once I believed that there is a such thing as hell, there is such thing as demons and people that are just heartless and there are evil acts, I began to understand that this is something bigger than me, and I needed to not infiltrate that into my home and have that hatred in my home. So I began to pray for her. In the midst of that, I began to call her name out loud. All this is in my memoir. I began to try to remember what I heard in the courtroom because I couldn't see. So she had a little boy in the courtroom. I began to pray for him because now he doesn't have a mother. She was in prison. The more that I began to pray for her, the more free I got. Unbelievable. I began to be like, you know what? I got the strength to pray for somebody else. I can get up and cook today, or I can get up and sit in the living room today because it gave me strength. It was like something I've never, ever seen before. Praying for somebody that tried to take your life. Now, it was a process. It was over a period of 1.5 years, 2 years, but I had nothing else. I had no hope.
Wow. I'm talking with Sabrina Greenlee, an entrepreneur, survivor, author of Grant Me Vision. What do you hope readers of your book will take away?
Any and everyone that picks up Grant Me Vision to trust the process. This book is about family, faith, and forgiveness. A journey of a young girl who was lost and broken, one abusive relationship after another, going into adolescent, being a young mother, teen pregnancy, all of these things, fighting for her children when the odds were against the entire family, getting 4 children into college, and then, of course, the attack on my life. I go in detail talking about the attack and how we got through it as a family. But understanding that when there are tests and trials, when you find the faith of a mustard seed, when you can just get up one day at a time, trust God, trust yourself and the wisdom that He's put in you, to deal with people in life and adversities, that anything is possible. I want people to look at my life as a testament to understand that when you look at me, and I'm totally blind, and I have been for 22 years, and I still get up every single day, and I'm present in life. If I can do it, then you can too.
You've got 4 children, including a 12-year NFL veteran. When we come back, I want to find out what advice you would give to parents who want to also raise successful children. It's coming up on the Shay Moore Morning Show.